right, then. Without any further ado... That's how I'm just
boy.
going to talk for the rest of this episode.
I really hope you do. We're going to talk about Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. Have you ever heard of what's the deal with Death Stranding? Nobody knows.
Oh, God.
All right.
Maybe the BT ate your baby.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we're off the rails now. Alessio's gone. This isn't a Metal Gear Solid podcast. We're all Seinfeld all the time.
Fucking when dad's away, the mice will play. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Metal Gear Mondays, the book club style podcast where we cover everything Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding. Top to bottom, left to right, inside and out in pseudo-chronological historical recreational order. My name is Sam Wright, and that is not my typical introduction. As you all know, I have a different one than I do to keep myself, original and fresh and on the cutting edge of fashion and style. But if you listen to our special announcement, which wound up being like bite-sized episode sized, which was a treat, you'll know that Alessio is having to take a step away from the podcast for a while, at least for the rest of the year. We're not sure how long after, but hopefully not too long. So he's having to step away, leaving me to be your pod father, as it were. So that's great. So yeah, I'm kind of here. I wanted to do a little in honor of Alessio to start the show. That being said, I'm not just doing it by myself. Are you fucking crazy? Isaac is, I think, on a personal excursion in the Andes Mountains. But I don't know why I chose the Andes Mountains specifically. But I am joined by friend, new family member, sweet Southern gentleman, Cole Duncan.
Oh, man, you do me too much honor, buddy. Thank you.
No, not enough honor.
Oh, so much.
You
much
fucking
so,
take your
dude.
compliments, you son of a bitch.
I did hear from Isaac, actually. You are right. It is the Andes. He is actually going to take up residency there. He said he found like this really nice cottage, and he's just going to be making those kind of like long like wooden horns, that Ricola horns. Yeah, that's what he's going to be doing from
well,
now.
I heard,
That's what he told me, so.
I heard he stumbled upon a mint deposit and just kind of went.
I mean,
that was the
Isaac's in the mint game now. You know what it is? I mean, that's what happens sometimes.
As I said it, I realized that may have been the dumbest joke I've ever said in my life, but I stand by it.
Yeah, no. While he was doing that, he struck dark chocolate as well. It was crazy.
Welcome to Olive Garden. When you're here, your family. When you're here, you're here. Yeah. So, this episode we are going to be discussing the extended looks that we got of Death Stranding at Tokyo Game Show a number of weeks ago. But before we do that, Cole, you kind of talked about it a little bit in your technical debut in the special announcement, but what is your history with Metal Gear, with Kojima, and I guess with the show, technically? I mean, if you...
Sure. So, I have been a fan of the Metal Gear Solid series since it came out in '98. I was a wee lad living in Tennessee, and I ended up trading 2 games to a kid down the street to get the old school edition with not the green label, like the full black label Metal Gear Solid.
What do you remember? What those 2 games were?
I think I traded away Crash Bandicoot and Medieval. Ooh. I think those are the 2 games.
Those are some classics. Those are some PS1 classics.
They're classics, but I mean, I think I definitely scammed the kid because I got the much better option.
So you traded 2 classics for the classic.
Yeah. So Dylan, if you can hear me, I'm not sorry at all whatsoever. You deserved it, and I'm very happy with my trade.
Look at me now, Dylan. Look at me now.
Look at me now, Dylan. Look at me now, my dude. But anyway, I've been a fan ever since. I played, 2. I played 3. I actually played 3 before I played 2, which was odd.
That sure is a way to do that.
It really is. It really is. Then, of course, just growing up, Metal Gear was always my favorite game series. And then I found you guys as an adult working in a kind of backwoods package store, and it helped pass the time. And you guys were talking about my favorite game series of all time, and we kind of just developed a cool little online friendship. I became a patron of you guys, and then soon after I was a moderator for the Discord, which, by the way, y'all should join that if you aren't on already.
Sure should.
It is popping in that Discord right now, my dudes. So definitely hop in. Have some fun. Come meet us.
Yeah.
And with Alessio needing to take some time off, you guys reached out to me, and I was more than happy to lend this dumb, deep voice to this awesome show.
And there it is. There's the story.
There it is.
All about how your life got flipped, turned upside down.
Turned upside down.
Indeed. Well, Cole, fucking welcome, my dude. Welcome to the
Thanks.
Welcome to the jam,
Thank
man.
you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. I'm glad to be here. Yeah. So we're talking Tokyo Game Show.
We are talking.
Or do you want to
Tokyo Game Show? There's a lot of stuff that came out of Tokyo Game Show with respect to Death Stranding. So we are going to kind of get into it. I think the big bulk of what we're going to talk about is going to be the gameplay demos that we got. We got 2 videos. We got a 49-minute gameplay demo of basically doing a mission, I would assume, in Death Stranding, and then we've got a I'd say probably about like 40 minutes or so safe house gameplay, which is not necessarily like gameplay, just showing you all the things you can do inside of your safe house within the game. But before we get to that, we're going to talk about a very specific article that was done by GameSpot. It is an interview with Hideo Kojima, which he says that his destiny to create new games and take risks. So this is an interview that GameSpot did with Kojima during TGS week. And it was translated by Aki Saito, who was the interpreter for the interview, and yeah. So, did you get a chance to take a look at this interview, sir?
I was able to take a look at it real quick right before we started recording. The one thing that we've talked about this a little bit beforehand. I love Kojima, and I love how ambitious he can be.
Yes.
But the kind of self-branding is a little on the nose to me.
Yeah, it's super weird because, again, so we've discussed this in the Discord publicly on the podcast previously, is how much, this podcast wouldn't exist if we didn't have a love for Hideo Kojima and the things that he has created, specifically Metal Gear, but in general. It's kind of turned into a podcast of things that inspired Kojima that Kojima has created. So
well, he talks a little bit about it. They ask, in creating this new Strand genre, what are the challenges that came with that and with implementing into a game? And he talks a little bit about, game design and stealth, kind of Kojima high points and classics, but at the very end he says, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to create new genres. I want to create new fun for the users. The genre can be named by them afterwards.
That's such a fucking flip-handed bullshit thing. It's such like a...
But...
It's I don't want to create new genres. I just do, because I'm the greatest.
I just named it. So, what's this game about? I have no idea. I was like, you should be the one person out of anyone that should know what this game is about.
Yeah, so we've kind of discussed it before. He's calling it a Strand game, which is what he is claiming to be a new genre of video game that he's creating, and he says that he wants to create new fun for the users, and his end goal is that the genre can be named by anybody. The connective tissue to this statement is that it may not be called a Strand game in the long run, but he definitely thinks he's creating a brand new genre with Death Stranding.
Right.
And that's the key takeaway from that question and answer, which, as we get into the gameplay, and again, my whole MO with this is that, like, I'm coming at Death Stranding, and Colt, your approach may be different, it may be the same, that's whatever works. But my approach is that I'm coming after Death Stranding based on what I see and hear from him and just visually. And everything that I've seen so far, it doesn't look like anything crazy. It looks like Bloodborne and Dark Souls did this shit way before he did.
Well, I'm trying to find this. I'm trying to find this company. Yeah. Okay. I just realized something.
What's up?
Strand games have been around.
Yeah.
Like Journey for like the PS3 2012.
Yep.
I mean, that's the first thing I think of is like the original, like, quote unquote Strand game. You're alone, but then you have some connectivity with other players, and so you don't feel so alone. And I think that's what he was trying to get at. I'm just kind of approaching it as a fan of Kojima. I'd be lying if I wasn't saying that I'm not a fan of Hideo Kojima's work, but I am very skeptical. It looks beautiful. Everything I've seen from it looks amazing. I think it'll really come down to whenever I get my hands on it, that I'll actually be able to form a decent opinion.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where it's just like, it's not going to be a complete. I mean, it's Hideo Kojima. I tweeted this out a little while ago, but it bears repeating. This is the same motherfucker who made us think that an entire video game was going to be about Solid Snake up until the game released, and then surprise, it's about Raiden now. This is Hideo Kojima is the master of deception and twisting people and making people think that something is one way or the other. And I fully recognize that, so that's why I'm just going off of what I'm seeing. We could potentially just have our brains blown, you know what I mean? And
what if it's just like an hour of Norman Reedus and then the rest of it is just Jeff Keighley running through the American wasteland?
Hey, fuck you, buddy. You put that possibility into the universe.
Oh, please let there be a DLC where you play as Jeff Keighley. That'd be amazing.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh.
All right. Well, I thought we were going to continue this podcast without Alessio, but I think it's over now. So, great job, Cole. No.
We're one and done, baby. Let's go.
Mission accomplished. The end. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, but like, so yeah, so all this is super weird. This is all, this is all just based on immediate, what word am I looking for? Interpretation, whatever. So my whole thing is that, like, I think, like, people like to do, like, the whole fuck Konami thing, hashtag fuck Konami, whatever. I think part of the reason why Metal Gear may have been as, like, and this is going to be a weird thing for me to say about Metal Gear, as grounded as it is because of Konami. And I think that because Sony's just kind of letting Kojima do whatever the fuck he wants, I'm afraid that he doesn't have a ceiling, and so he's just gonna fucking...
He's being, like, overly ambitious.
Yeah, he's just gonna fucking Wonka Vader it into the fucking stratosphere. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's a very real possibility. I mean, I don't want to get into too much, like, right now before we even get into the actual the gameplay footage that we saw, but there were a lot of things in there that I was like, if you were with Konami, this would not fly at all, man. There's no way. I mean, they let you get away with a decent amount, but like we got 3 different plugs in here. Come on, it's I don't know.
It's super weird. I think one of my favorite things he said in the interview, and I mean I'm being a little like about it, but one of the questions was from GameSpot, do you think that because you're trying so many new things that some people might not understand the game even when they get to play it? And he says it doesn't matter. He's just like, I want people to play this game and take time to digest what they've seen, and then maybe in 5 or 10 years, if something happens in their life that makes them get it, then that will make me happy. But yeah, he goes, these are his exact words. He says, recently, all the games are like, you play it, you know it, you feel good, they're fun, and that's it. I want to create a game where there's a hit to it, if you can swallow it and it's there for a long time. Maybe in a year or 5 years, suddenly there may be an experience in their life and they realize what Death Stranding is talking about. Maybe they will play it again and have a different perspective. That's why I said that I don't really care about people not understanding it on the first try.
Which is the most Kojima thing to say.
Right. So his quote, you play it, you know it, you feel good, they're fun, and that's it. That's why people play fucking video games. Like, he described what it's like to play video games.
It's the main reason.
Yeah. So I don't know what he's talking about.
I said it's the main reason. I mean, I guess I get it in some capacity, because I mean, there are definitely things about, like, Metal Gear Solid that I look back on, a decade's past, where I'm like, oh yeah, that was impactful to me.
Mm-hmm.
Something someone said in the games was impactful to me. The thing with Metal Gear is that it was a full-on series. It was a full-on storyline that you were ingrained with. This is a completely new, it's a completely new game.
Mm-hmm.
We have no idea. We have no connection to anything, which may be his point with the whole, quote-unquote Strand game. You have no connection to anything. It's you're brand new into this world, just as Sam is. Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't think anyone really understands Kojima. I don't think Kojima understands Kojima.
At this point, probably not.
Honest. No.
He also mentions, like, the idea of this, like, new genre that he is creating, right? And they asked him, is like, so, he wants to continue doing this, like, social strand stuff and continue doing things like that. And he was asked, is like, well, so do you think that Death Stranding will be a series? And he says that he's not sure, but he feels as though if you're creating a new genre, that the game that started the genre needs to have a sequel or multiple sequels, so that it's just like, this is it. This is a thing. This is a genre. Now, come with it. And so he doesn't really know if this game is going to spawn a sequel, but that, he compares it to like TV a little bit. And he goes, it depends on how busy I am. I might be doing TV or movies to come this time. And it's just like, all right.
Well, I think it's also just, I sound really critical on my first episode, Jesus. I think it's kind of a cop-out. I mean, with him, being completely open about completely not understanding his own game, it's a way for him to be like, oh, okay, well, I can see the criticism. I can see what went wrong in the first game. Let me capitalize on that and make a sequel that I do understand what I'm doing in this next game. I think, if you have it's cool to have a story arc planned out and to actually, be able to deliver on that. But just saying, like, I really don't know what the game is about completely myself, but it's the first of its kind, so there should be a sequel. Just kind of seems, I don't know, it's lazy. It's just a little off-putting to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all very, very strange. Like, Kojima's strange. I mean, it was always going to be strange,
Yeah, I mean, since we saw the first, few trailers, for sure it's going to be crazy.
There's another story where he mentions that he considered trying to get Keanu Reeves to play Cliff instead of Mads Mikkelsen, and actually tell stories about how he was like talking to people about how should I work with Mads or should I get Keanu Reeves, and it was this whole like big thing. It was just like, wow, way to put Mads Mikkelsen on blast like that, dude.
Yeah, for real. I mean, in my opinion, Mads Mikkelsen, for the character that I assume that he's playing, is a much better pick than Keanu Reeves.
I think so too. I love Keanu Reeves. Don't get me wrong. I think Keanu Reeves is fucking incredible, but maybe not.
He's the fucking best.
Maybe not for this particular game. He did mention that he wants to work with Keanu Reeves in the future, and I would love to see Keanu Reeves in more video games. All video games, really.
Absolutely. I think that Mads has this kind of, I don't know, eeriness to him.
Very eerie, vaguely sinister.
Yeah, vaguely sinister. That's a great. That's perfect.
It's his face.
It's mean to say about someone, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I guess that's good for like. I mean, to be looked at like that. I mean, he did fucking play Hannibal Lecter for a good grip of time.
Hannibal, yeah.
I guess vaguely sinister is what you're going for.
Yeah,
he played a Bond villain.
You're not wrong.
I mean, yeah, vaguely sinister. I think is probably he'd probably consider that a compliment.
Bond villain. Yeah, I mean, he's just like from the first few times that you see him in like gameplay trailers, he's like legitimately like scary looking. I mean, with the kind of black like ichor like coming down his face. Yeah. I mean, it's disheartening going up against that with just some boxes that you have to throw at him. I mean,
yeah, for real. I've made this like claim before. I don't think that Cliff is a villain. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think they're setting him up and they're like displaying him as like being one, but I don't think he is. Mm-hmm. I don't know that this game, because there's another article here that I'm going to kind of walk through a little bit where they kind of talk about where they had a voice actor panel at TGS as well. And I'm going to kind of like skim through some details about like what they talked about, because it was all in Japanese. But I don't know that this game is going to have like a legitimate villain. Or it's going to be like somebody you weren't expecting at all.
Right. Like the kind of the Homo demons are kind of an ambivalent force in this world. Like everyone kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want you guys. We don't want you joining up the rest. We don't want us joining up with the rest of the country because the country already fell apart. Why would we rejoin? Kind of mentality. I guess I could see that. Yeah. The only reason I thought Mads might be, like Cliff might be a villain, is just from they kind of wear similar outfits as like the Homo demons without maybe like the cloak.
Yeah.
They look very similar.
Yeah.
But they could be, old UCA guard. Who knows?
Yeah. So it's all very mysterious, all very strange. So it's whatever it's going to be. But yeah, so some of these voice actors sat down. There were 4 of them that sat on stage. So it was Akio Otsuka, who plays Die Hardman, Kikuo Inoue, who plays Amelie, Satoshi Mikami, who plays Higgs, and Akihiko Ishizumi, who plays Deadman. And they kind of sat down and talked. A couple of the characters, they sent in videos because they weren't able to make it, but these 4 were on stage talking. Kikuo Inoue played the boss in Metal Gear Solid 3 in Japan, and she was able to join the game. She mentioned that she was worried about Kojima not offering her another role, and then got Death Stranding. Akio Otsuka is the Japanese voice of Snake, so he's been working for a long time with Kojima. Yeah, so he plays Die Hardman. Akihiko Ishizumi, I don't think he was in Metal Gear before, but he so this is the first time he's worked with Kojima, and said that he hopes he'll give him roles every single time now. And Satoshi Mikami, who voiced Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid 5, said that he felt left out when the E3 2018 trailer released and Kojima still didn't contact him. So again, he's playing Deadman. So all these people are just like, I really want to work with Kojima again. I hope he reaches out. And they all got kind of scared. He let them sweat a little bit.
I'll just put them out on the line there for a minute.
So they kind of talked a little bit about their characters and they're like honestly a little bit of motivations. And this is why I think so. Satoshi Mikami said that that it's hard to talk about Higgs because anything they say about Higgs will turn into a spoiler. But they did mention that he's actually, quote, not that much of a villain.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
So they're still keeping it him kind of ambivalent.
right. And then Akihiko Ishizumi mentions that they also can't explain why Dead Man is called Dead Man, and they also can't say why Die Hard Man is called Die Hard Man because it will be a big spoiler. But then Kojima says that once we figure it out, we'll be like, so that's what it meant.
I get it.
Yeah. So that's, yeah. It's very interesting stuff. I think we've been talking about how, like, everything about this game is so on the nose. Like, we think the Dead Man is actually dead.
Actually dead.
And like, then the president is like, what's her name? Samantha Amelia Strand or America Strand.
Samantha America Strand.
Is Amelie's character, and she's the president of America. She's trying to connect all of those cities with strands, and it's like this whole very, very like.
Well, her mother is literally named Bridget.
Yes.
I mean.
Yes. So there's a lot of, like, it's all very direct and on the nose. And so that also could mean, it could also be like a red herring. I'm calling my shot here. All right.
Do it.
So since all of this stuff is so on the nose, I'm going to call that this disaster and this, like, all the homo demons and all this crazy stuff were created when the Large Hadron Collider malfunctioned and all this shit happened. And I think that is why Higgs is named Higgs. After Higgs boson.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
That's my fucking wacky called shot. I'm throwing it out there. I'm pointing to the fucking sky.
You just point to you're just right out there to the bleachers. Yep. Just
that's interesting. That's my called shot there.
I didn't even put two and two together there.
Yeah. So
I thought it was smart being like, oh, her name's Bridget.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Bridges,
I think some of them are just that simple, but
yeah,
I think that might be, and I'm probably super wrong, but that's what I'm calling. So
I mean, that's a fair shot. I think that's a real fair shot. I mean, if everything has been so on the nose about like naming people. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
black holes everywhere.
Yeah. So very much, very strange. A lot of stuff. Some of the main characters, some of the actors who couldn't make it, Kenjiro Suda, who plays Sam. He says that Sam is actually a very charming character, which seems strange based on what we've seen. And described Death Stranding in one sentence. He said it's pretty much impossible, but that if he had to, he'd go with a story that connects people. And that Death Stranding is, quote, Kojima's gift to everyone around the world who was wanting a new game from him.
Apocalypse Facebook.
Yeah, Apocalypse Facebook, the game. Let me see here. There's some other stuff like that. So, Nana Mizuki, who plays Fragile, commented on her character. Said that Fragile is a good character and multifaceted, and voicing her was very complicated. That she is her name is a hint about how she is broken. Maybe because she's fragile, so she's broken.
Yeah.
Going with that on the nose shit.
And she has some kind of connection to a delivery service? What?
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff. It's just it's so weird. They mentioned that that there's a love triangle-like relationship between Sam, Amelie, and Fragile, and then they can't say more because it's spoilers about that whole thing.
Oh God, I hope not.
So yes,
if my theory is right, I really hope there's not a love triangle here.
You really hope there's not.
I really hope there's not.
So what's your theory? Do you think somebody's mom?
I think somebody's like family.
Yeah.
I'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they mentioned like the actors are saying Death Stranding story is particularly deep, and that the cast was moved many times during the recording. There's just like they just mentions like the character who plays Higgs says a quote, "I finally figured out the truth of Death Stranding in the game." Like Higgs says this in the game, and that Satoshi goes, I myself didn't figure anything out. So he hopes that a lot of people who play it will understand it better than he did.
Be able to tell them like, so this is what your character was actually thinking at that time. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. So Kojima ended the panel, and I'll just read the quote here. It's like a paragraph. He ended the panel with the voice actors by saying this. He says, human communication has changed as technology has evolved. In the past, we only had letters. Then we had phones, radios, and TVs, and now on the net we can communicate in real time with anyone, anywhere. The world is now directly connected. At the same time, with everyone hidden behind their keyboards, this made it much easier for negativity to spread. With Death Stranding's game system, I wish to indirectly connect the world. That way people will start thinking about each other's feelings again. I hope people who experience Death Stranding will try to understand more about others and the society we live in, ultimately making the world a better place. So good luck with that.
I mean, that's lofty. Yeah. I mean...
So...
He means well.
He does mention in the interview, they do talk about a little bit in his interview with GameSpot, that the interview was just like, well, what happens, because we'll get into it again, like you can leave items in the world for people, like ladders and bridges and ropes and things like that.
Lockers and whatnot.
Yeah, and they go like, well, what happens if people are assholes about it? And just like, not quite in those many words, but similarly. Because what if people are assholes about it?
What if they put like a ladder in the middle of a river or something
right,
like
and
that?
just leave like a rope going to nowhere, and you have to like either climb back up or like drop down to your death. And Hideo goes, I don't think people are going to do that. I think people are going to think about other people's feelings, and if they don't, you're going to get to it and be like, I won't be that person. It was like it was a very optimistic look at gamers and gaming and all kinds of other things of that nature. Very optimistic. I
suppose so. I mean, it's extremely optimistic. I mean, if he's going for this kind of like this kind of like Dark Souls type game system where people can like leave notes to things, I can just imagine every troll that was in Dark Souls coming to Death Stranding and doing the exact same thing. Like, gift ahead. And it's like a treasure box. You're like, hell yeah, right on, man. Thank you so much. And then you go and like lift it up. And it's obviously a mimic. Mm-hmm. You should have known that. Mm-hmm. Why were you so stupid?
Yeah. Dummy, you know better. Like, so.
You know better than that.
So I don't know. I don't think the Strand game is going to go quite as seamlessly as he thinks it will.
I'm not sure it's going to take off as well as he wants it to.
Yeah. But, oh well.
Yeah. I mean, Hideo's going to Hideo, I suppose.
All right. So let's get into these videos. So the first thing we have, and so before we get into the long videos, there was one video called Briefing. Which is about 7 minutes long, and it kind of sets up the story and like sets the tone essentially for what we're going to be doing for the rest of the game, right? So essentially what happens is that you are in the Oval Office, and Sam is there with Die Hardman and Amelie, who is, I guess, the president of the United States, or as close to as possible.
Right.
And I guess Amelie is like a short name or a nickname, because her name is, as we said, Samantha America Strand. Is it Samantha? It's Samantha, right?
Yeah, it's Samantha American
Yeah,
Strand. Yeah, I feel like someone should like cue like the Star Spangled Banner anytime someone says her name or something like that, just to really just pin it right there.
Oh fuck! It just hit me. I'm the new cue it here guy.
Oh no! I did.
God
I did
damn
cue
it,
it
Cole!
here.
Oh fucking here it goes.
Sam.
But yeah, so they're in they're in the Oval Office, and there's all kinds of holograms floating around. They're trying to essentially convince Sam that he is to go across America and connect America back together with connect with strands or whatever, and he has to stop the homo demons who are basically in the West Coast, like saying stay off of our lawn, right?
Yeah, and they're using Amelie as a kind of like safeguard to keep the UCA away. Like, hey, we have your president. Mm-hmm. Don't come through.
Yeah. So you find out. So Amelie is actually a hologram, and her body is in the beach. So where we talked about previously these character trailers. So Heartman, he dies every 20 or so minutes and comes back to life. And when he's dead, he goes to the beach to study the beach. And the beach is this weird place. I don't know if it's the afterlife or purgatory or what, but people go there for some reason.
So they always refer to it as the other side, or like you said, like or the beach. Yeah.
So
it seems.
Go ahead. I'm struggling to figure out what to say about it.
Well, what I noticed about a lot of this is obviously Sam is like not interested in this at all. He's saying you're not being held prisoner, and he kind of like raises up his arm. He's like, well, then what do you call this? He's got that weird shackle attached to him.
Not interested to the point where at the end of the trailer he just walks out and says, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. What I was going to say earlier when I was like, I really hope there's a love triangle here, was he says in this briefing, I'm not a Bridges anymore. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, wait a minute. So I can't tell if Bridges is no, he says, I'm not a Strand anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you two
related? Are
you two brother and sister? Are you married?
Yeah.
And the only reason I came to that is in the next thing that we're talking about. You see a photo of Sam, and I assume Bridget,
mm-hmm.
And a pregnant woman, mm-hmm. but her face is completely blurred out. I was like, oh, wait a minute. So it's just something kind of interesting I noticed there. It's also been 10 years since they've seen each other at this point.
Yeah.
And she has not aged.
Yeah, which is presumably because she's a hologram, so
right.
So would she age or what? So that is I don't think I picked up on that. That is.
Well, and she also said, Die Hardman's like, she doesn't look a day older. She's like, he knows why I don't look a day older. My body's still on the beach. Mm-hmm. So it's like the beach or the other side is timeless, mm-hmm. or something like that. It's like it's a place outside of our time. And
presumably we go there when we die as we're playing the game. So that's like a whole nother mm-hmm. layer of like mystery that still hasn't been explored at all. Mm-hmm. So it's very, there's a lot going here, but so they explain like this plot and like what they want to do and all this other stuff, and they're like begging him to do it, and he walks out and he's just like, nah, I'm not.
He's like, nah,
dude, bye, peace. I'm not doing this. I'm not.
Word, fam, but this has been cool, but I'm out of here. I'm not doing this. Straight up, not having a good time. I'll see you guys later.
Bro, I'm straight up
chain off of me.
Not having a good time. So obviously he does do it, but I think the how and the why we'll figure out as we play Death Stranding. So that takes us to our 50-minute Death Stranding Tokyo Game Show gameplay demo. This basically takes us from Sam accepting a delivery mission in Central Knot City, and he has to take it to Port Port Knot City.
Port Knot City.
And and here's where I realized at a certain point in this video, I realized this is where I came to one realization, and two came to my realization about, or my theory about Higgs and why he's called Higgs and what happened to this world. I came to the realization that are they called knot cities because that's where the ties are made, where the strands are tied?
Yep, that's why I assumed as well. I was like, that's got to be the reason why they're not cities. It's
and
the connection being finally kind of put together.
I was like, fuck me running, and then I think like moments afterwards, I was just like, Higgs is called this because of the Higgs boson particle.
But the strands, that's what tripped you up there.
Yeah, the strands. Like, I was like, you motherfucker. Hideo Kojima, you sneaky son of a bitch. I am so mad at you right now.
You got me.
God damn.
Oh, there was a lot of stuff that happened in that first little intro.
Yeah.
Just the intro video before the blue-haired pigtails came out.
Yeah, for sure. So Kojima explains that this demo takes place about a third of the way into the game, and that there are jump cuts in the demo to, quote, prevent spoilers. Yeah, I mean, I watched this. I don't know how many times you watched this, Cole. I watched this video twice. I watched it once when it first came out, when it had no subtitles, and then again when the version with subtitles came out.
I've watched it about 3 times now, just with subtitles, just trying to get
as much as possible,
as much from it as I could.
My notes are like weirdly color coded because like if there's blue, it's like notes I added in for context after I made my notes already. And so I made I made a note because Sam starts out, like the trailer starts out with Sam in a safe house talking to Die Hard Man. And I made a note to myself when I was watching I watched the release date trailer where they're introducing all the characters and it has that like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo song in it. And I mean, I'm super musically inclined, as you can tell. I
know. I've seen proof of this.
I made note that as they're flashing, so they have the one where it's like, okay, Sam played by Norman Reedus, and it shows Norman Reedus, and it shows Sam, and then Fragile played by Lea Seydoux, and it shows Fragile, and blah blah blah. That part of the video. I noticed that everybody in that video, except for Deadman and Die Hard Man, are crying. Sam, crying. Fragile are crying. Mama's crying. Higgs is crying. The black gunk. Amelie's crying the blood or whatever, and it's just like interesting. So I think that Die Hard Man and Deadman are dead in some way and don't actually are actually there. And so I mentioned this to you. I think Die Hard Man is a hologram like Deadman is, and you were just like, but this, and so what made me think this? So Sam is gearing up for his trek, and he's talking to Die Hard Man, and you can only hear Die Hard Man, and there's a point in this video where Sam is gearing up, and you're just hearing Die Hard Man, and Sam walks away, and then Die Hard Man is just there. And he just appears. Just shows up. Yeah, and I was just like, that's fucking weird. And I watched it again to make sure I wasn't going crazy, and he just appears. And so I have
watching it right now.
Yeah.
We'll say, yeah, he just pops into frame.
So it's very strange. And
he also doesn't interact with anything.
No,
he doesn't move anything around. Doesn't touch anything.
It's like fucking Sixth Sense. Like they don't know they're dead. And all of the interactions that Bruce Willis has had throughout this movie are happenstance.
Sam is just Haley Joel Osment, just all grown up.
What if that's the twist? It's just like your first hour of the game, you're playing as Sam Porter Bridges, and then Sora from Kingdom Hearts shows up, played by Haley Joel Osment, and he's the character for the rest of the game.
This is actually Kingdom Hearts 4. You guys didn't even know you wanted it already. Surprise.
Oh my god, I love that.
Let's see. We see the Cupid,
Yes.
as well in this, and that's what we're going to be using to access Bridges Centers and connect.
So the Cupid is that weird necklace.
Yes.
So
yes,
I didn't catch on to that for a little bit because I thought the Cupid was the fucking flappy thing, but then I was like, oh, that's a different thing that's named a different thing that we'll get to later.
Yeah,
but
because he gets the Cupid from Die Hardman while he's at the White House.
Yeah.
I just have underneath that, I want that parka, and I'm thinking I'm referring to the parka that Sam is wearing, like in this trailer. And I stand by that. I definitely stand by that. I don't know why they haven't made that merch yet, because they've made every other bit of merch. Yeah. Have you been to the Kojima Productions website?
Yeah, they've made so much merch because it's all fucking much. It's just everything. It's just like I get this feeling that like he's doing this game more so he can make merch money than anything.
I mean, it's not a bad idea to an extent. I mean, it's a little shady as far as, but I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm still not complaining to an extent. We also hear about the chiral printer here at this point, which seems like it's very important.
Yeah, the chiral printer is basically like a 3D, like a heavy duty 3D printer that can like print equipment and like all kinds of stuff. So it's just like I imagine it's probably going to be like the requisitions stuff in 5 where you can just create things if you have the materials for it. That's
I would say because they do mention that you have to have materials for certain items,
right?
So are we in agreement that the distribution centers are kind of like a little, essentially like mini FOB?
Yeah.
Is that the same thing you're picking up?
I can agree with that one. It's super like you have like these little bases that you can go to where you can do stuff. They did make mention of the fact that it was like these safe houses are the only place you can do X thing. So I think very very much similar to like your this is your base. This is your aerial command center. This is like your spot.
Yeah.
To do like everything.
Yeah. And
to the point where there's another entire video about it that's almost 40 minutes long.
Oh yeah. So crazy crafting system with the 3D printer. One thing that stuck out to me that he just glossed over, and I was like, well, hold up. No, you don't get to gloss over that. You said something crazy. No, we're going to talk about that. At one point in this point where he's loading Sam up, he's like, oh, this is sperm and eggs. And then this is, I was like, whoa, hold the fuck up. What did you say? What are you putting? No, I literally had to go rewatch it. Yep. Definitely says that. Yep. So apparently that is a thing that you can carry in Death Stranding.
You deliver those sperm and eggs.
Yes, you got to those sperm and eggs. You can deliver it.
Get somebody their breakfast.
I want to. And you can't keep too much of it on one side either, because that'll cause you to fall down.
They kind of play it for laughs, but like they keep on adding weight to like stuff to him, and there is like
he's a beefy boy.
Yeah, I mean he's a big beefy baseball boy.
He's a big beefy boy,
and there's a balance system and a weight management system because you have to kind of stack your packages on your back to like maximize your balance and your stamina. And there is a button that you can press to optimize it to give it your best spread. But if you're too lopsided or too heavy, you'll have to use L2 and R2 to kind of like balance, which is miserable. It sounds miserable to me.
Which he was saying the entire time, like, no. Once you get used to it, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, like, it's fun. It feels great. I'm like, I doubt that. I don't want to continue to balance, even though it is kind of cool to have a kind of center of gravity mechanic in a game. I just think
constantly having to like that's the problem. Like there's like this system, like your boots wear out and you have to manage your boots. You have to manage like your blood. You have to manage like your sleep. You have to manage your let loose. Your prepare and let loose.
You gotta prepare and let loose.
You have to bathe. Like it's just like Alexia's mentioned this before. It's like all of the reasons to hate The Sims are in this game.
It's just self-care in a video game masquerading as a Metal Gear.
You have to go to a therapist every week and talk about your feelings. Like, it's just like you.
Like, I don't know, Doc. Like, I mean, just this anxiety is just really materializing as BTs. I don't think it's BTs, buddy. I think you're just actually schizophrenic.
Oh, that tracks.
That's what's going on right now.
There's actually a really funny thing that after you choose all the packages and like go on your way, the cutscene afterwards of Sam like trying to stand up, he's like struggling hard to stand up.
Yeah, I mean, because he's got so much on him.
Shit.
But then you get to see the 3D map.
Yeah, which I actually thought this was cool because you can use like in like most open world games, you can be like, okay, I want to go here, and it'll plot you a route that you take, but like you can plot a custom route and like set points
and
as
it's
you
all
go.
3-dimensional, so you can like actually see the terrain as you're, if you're connected to that area, you can kind of map out, which might be an easier route than another, which might be a little bit more treacherous, but it'll get you there quicker.
Yeah.
Which was really, really cool as well.
Which I do really love that. So there, good point for Death Stranding.
yeah, fantastic.
For those keeping score at home, that is 1 to about 553.
We've been extremely critical already. This is a Death Stranding podcast at this point. We've given it 1 point.
Yes, 1 point. All the points are made up, and they don't matter. So, haha.
None don't matter. Actually, we're buying the game. It doesn't matter.
Fuck.
At one point, he hits the communication voice, and I have written down this is a call out to you, Alessio. That is not Norman Reedus' voice. I don't care. It is not. I don't believe that it is.
Yeah, it can't be. It doesn't sound like him at all.
Hello. What? That's not what Norman.
Yeah.
It's just this very high pitched, like it's not grating. It's
Well, here's what I'm going to do. Like this is like I'm going to
voice.
tell myself to cue it here.
I'm Sam. Hey. Anyone? Anybody hear me?
There it is. That's not Norman Reedus.
That's not his voice. That is not his voice.
Fucking it's super weird.
And shortly after, you get Kojima goes through the kind of quick customization.
Oh, gotta get that JF Ray in there.
There's that JF Ray plug.
Got a fucking boner for JF Ray.
Gotta just love that little French sunglass brand. He's all about it. I think his actual like glasses are custom JF Ray.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's so weird. The other thing that I really loved about this part was that when he does that yelling, Kojima keeps on mentioning that there's nobody here and you're all alone, and that him shouting means nothing since no one can hear
nothing.
And that's going to lead into his narrative about strands and connections and like people and stuff like that as the demo goes on. But it was just like, it's like, wow, Hideo, really gonna hit me hard like that? Really?
That's some pretty existential shit right there, buddy. Oh, he says at the top, you're completely alone, but sometimes players are connected. That's why it's called a strand game. I'm like, that makes no fucking sense. That makes literally no fucking sense. What are you talking about?
It's just so silly, and he's talking a lot of nonsense here. Like there's a part. So another point for Death Stranding is your little Flappy Boy. I think I can't remember what the official name for it is.
I've got it written down here.
I do. It's somewhere along here. It's a Odradek sensor, or they affectionately call it Pata Pata. And I actually kind of like that. So
I like Pata Pata
because it's like an
we will
onomatopoeia.
now be referring to it as a Pata Pata.
Yeah, it's like an onomatopoeia for how it sounds when it flaps. So the Pata Pata. So the Pata Pata can actually scan topography and show you how dangerous things are. And the first time it's used in this trailer is that he's trying to cross a river, and he scans it, and then there it goes. It's yellow, which is getting dangerous, and red which is very dangerous. And so to kind of show, he walks into the red part of the river, and he gets swept away, and he loses some of his packages and stuff like that. And I was just like, I kind of like that. I like that it can scan the topography and let you know what's too dangerous to traverse.
Yeah. And I was thinking, more towards end game, if you are in a northern territory trying to get to a southern territory, if you are able to like waterproof packaging, like he said you can, that might be a quick way to
like
get away from like danger, or to deliver stuff, get away from danger. Just say like, oh shit, I've got some Homa demons on me. Toss everything into the river and then just dive in. Because it sweeps him pretty fast. It gets him moving pretty quickly.
Yeah, it does. It does get him pretty quickly. He does eventually recover, and there is a catch your breath button. Awesome. And he like collects the packages and stuff like that. This may be my favorite part of the whole video. He mentions that like if you lose stamina, you can like take items and like eat and drink to like recover. And he mentions there is a partnership with Monster-san, the Monster Energy Drink Company. He calls Monster-san, which I think is just incredible. And so I think Sam drinks a monster to recover his stamina.
Just stone colds it immediately.
And you also don't have to worry about water because water is absorbed by your clothes. Did I hear that right?
Yep, it gets put into your suit. It just goes into your suit.
Yeah, it just goes into your suit.
And everything else just goes into your suit. Which will come back here probably in a minute.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We also find out that BB absolutely despises rivers.
Yes. It's too loud and he starts crying.
It starts crying. And you have to look at him. You don't have to hug him. You don't have to rock him. You just have to look at him. And he calms down.
Yeah, which is weird to me because like the whole point of the Dead Man trailer, the character trailer, was like we have to trick these babies into thinking that they're in their mother's womb. So do these babies just think that they can see through their mother's womb into the real world? Like what?
I mean, I don't know how much cognition I had as a baby, but I don't know if I knew what up and down was. So
I guess I
maybe
don't know.
These are super babies.
I've already talked about how all babies are ugly. All babies are.
And by the way, I fully support that. I fully support that.
Well, I thank you for that, sir, because it's true.
You're not wrong. I was a disgusting looking baby.
So was I. All of us were.
I guarantee it. Yeah.
But I mean, like when I got real cute when I got older, but like when you're first born, like that first,
absolutely.
And especially if you're still technically a fetus, you're ugly as shit.
Absolutely.
You're also stupid as shit.
You're stupid as shit. You're ugly as shit.
And that's just fact.
Then
like you can barely breathe on your own when you're a baby. I'm not gonna end this crusade. Fucking babies are stupid and they're ugly.
Hashtag babies are stupid and ugly. Get it trending, people.
It takes a while. They stop being stupid and they stop being ugly if they're lucky. But
if they're lucky, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'm not done. That's the one thing that unites us. We're born fucking stupid and ugly, all every one of us, and that's why that's the thing that we should think about when we're trying to pretend we're better than other people. We're all born stupid and ugly, and we're gonna fucking die probably stupid and ugly.
Probably stupid and ugly. Yeah. I mean, so once again, if you're lucky.
But yeah.
Wow, this is getting dark.
Anyway.
So you soothe BB, and then we come across a package.
Yes. So this is like where the whole connection strand things start. Well, do we come across the package now, or is this something, or is that a little bit later?
No, we come across the package first, and then we come up over the ridge looking into the chiral network.
Yes. Okay. So the package. So do you want to talk about the package, Cole?
Sure, the package. So it is a package that was left behind by a musician, and Kojima explains that it's some kind of musical equipment, some kind of sound equipment that this guy would probably want. So we can only assume that a courier was supposed to be getting it to him and then just lost it somehow. I'm not sure. But you pick up the package and you realize that he's not that far away. He's in this little house. So as you walk over a ridge, Kojima sees a giant ravine with it's like a blue and a red stripe, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like?
Yeah, kind of like going like the length across of it. And he kind of explains that this is where the chiral network, which is you're trying to connect the strands and expand the network, this is kind of where you enter a dark zone. So if it's not connected, you enter this dark zone where you're not able to use like the graph or the chiral printer or anything. You're not connected to anything, and you have to connect the strand to this place to activate the area.
I wrote here that as he's going up the hill towards the prepper's house, Sam is just a horse from Skyrim, because that angle that he is moving is steep,
unreal.
my man.
Yeah.
It is very, very steep. And he's just like, no, I got this. We're good. I don't need hands. What are you talking about? No. But originally he gets up, eventually he gets up to the prepper's house, and you hear a nice little siren, and the prepper comes out in a hologram, and it is someone that I had to look up personally.
Yeah. What is his name? Daisuke Miura is his name?
Daisuke Miura.
So it's like
he's a musician.
It's a cameo, like Jeff Keighley has a cameo as a prepper.
Exactly. So Daisuke Miura comes up. He's a musician. He's been 3D scanned in, but he has a different voice.
But yeah, you deliver this package that you found, and he gives you a harmonica. Which comes into play a little bit later. But yeah, you make this delivery, and you use the Cupid to connect this area, and you've expanded the network to this area.
Yep. So if you needed to use any of like the chiral, like the chiral printer, or the tracker, you could now use it because you have connected, and that's what I think Kojima is trying to get across. Right. The Strand game is all about social interaction and connectivity. You have to connect in order to interact with others. Otherwise, you are isolated or quote unquote stranded.
Right. And so
a little on the news, but still.
As he was like trying to get to here and like leave here, I was noticing is like, are you just leaving your equipment behind, like your ladder and your climbing anchor and stuff like that?
Yeah, I totally forgot about this.
What happens? But you can take it with you. You can pick it up apparently, but if you leave it there, it'll appear in the world for other players who can then use it to reach places. And they can leave like a system. There's a system of likes that people, if it was very useful, they could like it and then leave likes, and that does something for you. It's like currency, I guess.
It was like a social currency.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing here. But you couldn't see that you couldn't see all those other things until you had connected that area.
Right. So you're starting the game like a baby, dumb and ugly. And then,
dumb and ugly.
And then as you connect strands and like expand the network, like you can start seeing players' stuff in the world.
Yeah. Your speaking of equipment, Sam's boots broke at this point.
The first time I watched it, I was just like, it looks like, because he took off his shoes and I didn't understand what was happening. His feet are all bloody. I'm just like, is there like an injury management system? Like,
they are really, really fucked up.
Yeah, which like I don't like. He's wearing some real bad boots, because like that trek isn't like the easiest trek in the world, but like your feet wouldn't be that bloody.
No, I can't imagine. I mean, they look like blistered.
Yeah,
almost.
They're rough.
It's like leprosy of the foot on both of them. Yeah. Leprosy of the feet.
It's super bad.
So you have to take a break to kind of heal on that.
And then so you find out equipment can gain levels that improve their durability, and then you can also leave things, like you don't just leave like traversal equipment around, you can leave boots for players, so you can leave like drinks for players.
You can leave your boy a Monster Energy drink.
Sure can. Monster Sun, leave it behind.
Monster Sun.
I'm not referring to it as anything else ever again, so I mean but yeah, so you can leave the stuff down, but like Sam sits down, he takes a rest, and when you're resting, you can like play the harmonica for BB that you just got,
And apparently you get better at that.
Yeah, you get better at it. If you don't have a harmonica, if you don't have any like instruments or anything, you'll whistle. And Hideo says you can do this while you're walking around if you, quote, feel safe. What?
Oh, God. I was like...
So, like, don't be playing the harmonica around BTs, essentially, is what he's saying.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's. I guess it's kind of... I guess like Breath of the Wild or something like that. When you're trying to call your horse, if you whistle, immediately, if there's enemies around you, they
come. They
snap into action.
Yeah. Which, very, very... I'm cool with that. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's realism.
Yeah,
that's like realism in a video game that I can get behind. You know what I mean? Not like this, where Sam goes to sleep and his energy gauge start ticking up, but that Hideo wants players to use this time at our time. Like, he wants us to use... He's not saying, like, time in the game. He's saying when Sam goes to sleep, he wants us... the human players that are playing his video games to use the time to go to the bathroom or make some coffee.
Yeah. Go get some coffee. You know, you deserve it.
Yeah.
How about?
Fucking what?
That's just weird. It's a weird concept. It's a weird game, man.
Well, I'm just wondering, how real time is the sleep system?
I would assume it has to be accelerated.
It has to be, right? Like, it can't be like it can't.
No.
I will if it's real time. I won't play this video game. I don't care. The podcast be damned.
I'll put it down. Down.
I'll play it. I'll play it up to I realize, and then I will stop playing this video game. Much apologies to the listeners of this podcast. We'll figure something else out. But my God, it has to be accelerated.
We'll continue on with Spooky Month.
Yeah, exactly. It looks accelerated, so I have hope. But
yeah, I mean, it looks like his feet are repairing as he's sitting there.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't foresee that being an issue, but like, who fucking knows at this point, right?
Yeah, no. It was at this point that Norman Reedus, that Sam does talk. That is Norman Reedus' voice. However. Yes. When he gets up, it's like, all right, time to do it, or something like that. Like, I was like, okay, well, I'm even more confused. I don't know what's going on.
Real and what isn't.
Which one?
Are you sure the real you is you?
Yeah. Cue an Inception right here.
The other thing that I'm wondering too is if Sam is if you sleep and this is like the quote game real time, can you be attacked by people and things while you're sleeping?
I was thinking the same thing. What would stop like a mule or a BT or a homo demon from just rolling up on you and being like, hey, that's some nice looking boots.
Meanwhile, I'm over here in my kitchen making coffee like a fucking dumbass. I'm getting my shit rocked by fucking mules.
I'm in the other room preparing and release. Or preparing and letting loose. And meanwhile, I'm getting all my shit stolen. I mean,
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so Sam wakes up and you do a little bit more traversing and you find another box on the ground, and Hideo isn't sure if the box was forgotten or discarded, but if you pick it up, it'll show you where you need to go, and you can use repair spray to fix it up so that you don't get like points docked for delivering it.
And then he just litters by tossing the repair spray just off into the distance. He's like, we don't need it anymore. I was like, come on, man.
And this is, and we determined not last episode. Last episode was our interview with Jennifer Hale. Check it out. The episode before that, we determined that these are the beautiful hills of Kentucky.
It's pretty up there.
As far as we can tell, how are you going to why are you going to do that? Why are you going to litter like that?
Real pretty up there.
Beautiful hills of Kentucky.
How dare you, Sam? Come on now. You're over there next to Lexington.
Yeah, Cole. And you just drop down a state, right? Down is Tennessee. That's where Cole is.
Yeah.
Tennessee is one down from Kentucky, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just like, I feel so because I live there because it's like I'm from Ohio, which is one up from Kentucky, and I should know that one down from Kentucky is Tennessee, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I've driven through both.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Oh well, American geography, who needs it? The Midwest and the Upper South are all the same thing, right?
I guess you're gonna need it now for this game. It's in some capacity.
Fucking like my 1 year of geography in high school is paying off.
Finally gonna pay off right here, right now.
That's all I needed.
Oh, there's one cool thing. Speaking of Kentucky and all of its beauty, there's a lot of paths like the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
You can kind of do something similar in Death Stranding. It looks like where if you do the pata pata and you can, if it's like raining, I think you can see someone's footsteps.
Yes.
And if enough people use that trail or that path, it'll turn into a trail. Yeah. Which I thought was really, really cool. So it makes traveling on it that much easier.
Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff about like some of the online stuff that is very cool. I think where I like the idea of being able to leave stuff behind. Like I like the strand, like I like this stuff, and I like cooperating with people. I like that idea. Yeah. I think the problem I'm deriving from it is not what it is, but insisting that it is something new and revolutionary.
Right. Yeah, I think I can get behind that because it's not at all whatsoever.
Yeah. Which other games have done it in the past, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. That he's doing something that other games have done. I think maybe he might be like, and I won't deny that maybe he could be improving upon that idea.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've only seen 49 minutes worth of actual gameplay, so
right. And
it's all very edited down.
So he very well could be improving upon that idea, but it is not a new idea. That's where my issue with it comes in. No, it's not a new genre. It's a fucking open world adventure game. It's
not a Strand game.
Yeah, whatever. It's a fucking existing. It's a concept that exists. Get over yourself.
We all love your IP. Don't get us wrong.
But and so you come across this other thing after you find this package. There is a storage drum that looks very much like a Metal Gear Solid AI pod.
Yeah.
Which is a locker that you can share items with other players. So you can put things in the locker, and people can go in the locker and use the stuff that gets put in the locker. And it's kind of like a little share system.
There's also a private section as well. So if you knew you were coming back through this area, you can always store something useful for yourself on your way back.
Mm-hmm. Because so there's private in the public. So, Hideo Sam goes into this locker, and there is a power skeleton that he gets from a guy named John, and then there is a floating carrier left behind by Yukiko, so the power skeleton lets Sam carry more stuff without being encumbered, and the floating carrier, you can put packages on and just kind of like pull them behind you, and it'll follow you around.
Really cool, except for what Hideo Kojima called it the entire time.
What did he call it?
So the 14-year-old in me came out at this point because he's like, "Yeah, here's your floater." And I was like, "You didn't call it that. You really did. All right, that's what we're gonna call it. Great. Yep, that's going in the press kit right now."
I think I blacked that out of my mind. Like I think I blacked out and just started calling it a floating carrier because that's what it is.
That's what it is.
My brain probably also went there. It was just like, no, you are 27. Don't do this to yourself. Don't be this person.
Don't be that guy right now.
Oh man. And then, okay. And so this is where, and I'm going to put a little shout out to the song choice here.
Sure.
So as you crest the ridge after you use this locker, you can hang out under this weird like UFO umbrella because it's raining, and raining like will damage your packages and stuff like that. It's like this. It's like I don't know how else to describe it. It's a UFO. It's a giant UFO umbrella tower.
It's like a big like mushroom tree thing.
Yeah, and it plays music, and the song that is playing is a song called "Pop Virus" by Gen Hoshino, which I got that shit on Apple Music. That's a good fucking
song.
So y'all should check that out if you have like Spotify or Apple Music. Pop Virus, Gen Hoshino, good shit. But yeah, you can hang out under these things, and they'll recharge your like stamina, and will keep you safe while it's raining and things like that. The shelter, it'll also like repair spray on your stuff, and it'll fix.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, which is super cool. It feels like it will be, and like I feel like they're just kind of like showing what could be, but I feel like this will be and should be like a very rare or expensive item to produce.
Yeah, I can't imagine you're going to be seeing a lot of those kind of pop around. When you do make one, what song are you going to be playing?
Oh shit. Cut my life into pieces. What else, man? Papa Roach, baby. Papa Roach, 24/7.
You're gonna get some like some old school like Skillet or some other like really.
I'll do like some Creed in there.
Some Creed.
Take me higher. It's like some
You just make it you make it a Nickelback station so people only stay for like the minimum amount of time they have to.
Mm-hmm. Man, honestly, it depends on which Nickelback song. Because if you play "How You Remind Me," like I'll stay there for that entire song. I don't give a shit what people think. Cole, can I tell you about the? I'm going to take a little detour from Death Stranding here. Can I tell you about the greatest moment of my entire life?
I would love to hear about this. Yes.
When I still lived in Ohio, for the life of me, I can't fucking remember what it's called right now because I'm a horrible person. And it closed. It's not even open anymore, which is a shame because it was a great bar. But there was a bar in the town that I lived in Englewood, Ohio. And I went there with several friends. In the bar, it was us. It was a big group of us. And there was a couple other groups of people there. There were 2 bartenders working, and it was just like a chill night. Everybody was like, we had been drinking already. We show up at the spot. We're drinking more. My friend Mike Sapnewski, God love this man. He walks up to the touch tune, the jukebox thing, and he decides he wants to fucking play "How You Remind Me" by Nickelback. So "How You Remind Me" by Nickelback starts playing on the jukebox radio, and everybody kind of like glances over at Mike, and Mike starts singing "How You Remind Me" at the top of his lungs.
He has to.
Mind you, right after he starts doing this, so do we, the group that was with Mike Sapnewski. So we're all singing "How You Remind Me," and like as if it was the most perfect little package of fucking heaven. Everybody in the bar, all of the groups, the bartenders, everybody started singing "How You Remind Me" by Nickelback, and all of us in unison belted out the entirety of "How You Remind Me" by Nickelback together, and it was beautiful.
That sounds magical.
It was beautiful. So that is the reason why I can't ever truly claim to hate Nickelback, because it brought a group of strangers together on just a random night in Ohio, and I will always remember and love that. Also, I have respect for Chad Kroeger, because who else but a Canadian man could rhyme the words sorry and story together. I got mad props for Chad for that. So good on Nickelback, and keep doing what you're doing. Chad, if you're listening, God love you.
Shouts out to Nickelback. Shouts out to Avril Lavigne for hanging out with them.
Avril Lavigne is dead. That's a clone.
That you're right. You're absolutely right.
Oh man, fucking where? Oh right. Yep. Anyway, what is this podcast about? Death Stranding.
Welcome to Nickelback Mondays. I'm Cole Duncan.
I'm Chad Kroeger.
And this is How You Remind Me. A segment where we look back on our...
So, this fucking umbrella thing, so he stands underneath it for a little bit and gets some repair stuff, and then he wanders out, and there's this like there's a jump cut, essentially. It transitions to a different point. I get that. I'm worried about that, because they said at the beginning that it was to preserve spoilers. I'm just worried, because this is 59 minutes. It seems like you're going a very long way, or 49 minutes. You're going a very long way. How much of that time could actually be spoilers?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
What would they be spoiling at that moment?
Exactly. It feels like a play to be like, oh, look at all this important stuff you're going to do within this 50 minutes. This could be, but like, how much of that is still just like random walking to get to it?
It will say in reality how much we actually getting to do and or see.
Yeah. So I'm a little concerned, and they do it a couple times. I'm a little concerned about that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, you get to this place. You're overlooking this like facility down at the bottom of a hill, and so so what Sam does in this instance is he drops all of his stuff off of his carrier, and leaves it behind. Which I wonder if there's a setting to be like, I'm dropping this with the intention to leave it for the world, or dropping it with the intention to come back for it. Because if there's no distinguishing factor, what's to stop another player from grabbing all your stuff while you're dealing with what's happening below? Right. So there's got to be something there, I would hope.
Yeah, I would assume that's like, you want to leave it for another player. There has to be some kind of button that says, "Hey, yeah, I'm going to leave this for John on his way back."
Yeah. But he does this because the enemies in the facility, which we'll come to learn, these like weird like Monsters Inc. looking enemies are called mules, and they don't try and kill you; they just want your shit. And there are like tags in the packages that you deliver that they can track. So running up to them to their facilities with packages on is dangerous because they'll know you're there. So Sam leaves his stuff behind and then uses the floater to hoverboard down the hill.
It's Kojima Hawk's pro carrier boarding right now.
Which, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Cole Duncan, that's fucking rad.
That looks sick as hell, dude.
That's a point. I'll hoverboard all day, dude.
I will literally just find mountains just to climb them to take my carrier all the way down it. I don't care.
We're growing older all the time. That's the song I'm going to play.
Yes.
On my fucking mushroom umbrella.
Oh my god. Superman that's Goldfinger, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Holding on to what I can.
Feeling younger in my mind. Is that how that goes?
I think so. Oh, that's amazing. I mean, that's the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find a giant hill and just put up a speaker that just plays Goldfinger.
Oh my god. I'm here for it, dude. Yeah. So you fucking shred down the hill and get near this encampment, and you can use your pata to scan the encampment and see all of the cargo that this encampment has, and you find out that this is all cargo that these guys have stolen from other players, right? So Sam can sneak in here, and it looks like there's some stealth to it, and it essentially looks like the way I described it is that combat kind of looks like Metal Gear Solid 5's combat with like extra points of articulation. Yeah. Because you can like grab things with this. You can press a button that says grab with left hand or grab with right hand or do this. But like that's points. Metal Gear Solid 5's gameplay is fucking solid. So yeah, I'm happy with it.
They are still using Fox Engine on this, correct?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think they can because I think it was created in conjunction with Konami, so Konami has the rights to it. Because I think he's using Guerrilla's engine, actually, like a modified version of Guerrilla Games engine, and that's why he visited them.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, the reason I was asking is that the movement looks very, very similar to 5 when he's running or when he's actually.
Well, so can I tell you? I agree with you on that front. Have you played Horizon Zero Dawn?
I haven't played Horizon yet. No.
It looks a lot like Horizon's movements.
Really?
Yeah, which is why like it's very Guerrilla in its movements as well. So I think like he definitely used a modified version of like I think he tried to tweak it to make it a lot like the Fox engine. But like if you've played Horizon, just looking at the combat and like the movement and stuff, it looks like Horizon.
Huh.
To me at least, I could like people might look over it. Feel differently, but.
But yeah, he sneaks up and hog ties a Monsters Inc. boy.
Yeah, it's fucking cool shit. Like,
yeah, it's really cool.
So he hog ties this guy, and like you can so and here's my other thing is so inside of all these lockers you can hack into these lockers and recover these items that were stolen from these players, which means like so my thought is if you don't immediately go after that and say another player goes to this encampment, there's a chance that you may never get your stuff back, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, which is like holy shit, that's a risk.
Yeah, it's rough. I guess that's why it's important to kind of make sure that you optimize weight and distribution as well as you can, so you can move as quick as possible. But he finds something pretty nifty in here.
Yeah, he finds a fucking bola gun.
And he finds the speed skeleton,
which helps him move faster.
Yeah,
so his carry capacity goes down since he's getting rid of the strength skeleton, but he can move way faster.
That bola gun is really cool.
It's super cool.
There's a real life equivalent of that, like right now. And
yeah, like you can get a fucking bola gun. It's rad.
I'd never seen one until like the other day. I was like, holy shit, this exists! Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. I want a bola gun. You know, everybody's talking about like Second Amendment. Don't take my guns. I don't need a handgun. Give me a fucking bola gun.
Give me a bola gun.
I'll take a bola gun all day. Fuck. But yeah, so he uses this to like hogtie a couple dudes, and then he does some like hand-to-hand combat and throws a
straight up
yeets a fucking briefcase at a
just
guy.
Yeets a briefcase at someone's dome. Which
he did that in the first trailer that was like the release date trailer, but like it's still fucking funny.
It's so funny. It's visceral too, man.
It's very John Wick.
Yes.
It's just fucking yeeting a briefcase at a dude's dome to knock him out. It's so fucking awesome.
It looked like he'd already punched him, or the guy was like off balance, and so he's coming back up. And when he came back up, there was just a briefcase coming for his temple.
Yeet. But yeah, after he yeets this briefcase, he like uses the speed skeleton to catch up with one of their trucks and steals it, but they electrocuted it, and then he kind of like falls out, and the truck gets you can't use the truck anymore. Which Hideo uses this to be like, hey, there's going to be other better quality like Bridges trucks you'll be able to use later to transport cargo, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he gets out of the truck, and then he starts just running away. Yep. Because what happens is these guys will throw like electrified spears at you that stun you, and then will let them steal your items. Because again, they're not trying to kill you. Their goal isn't to kill you. They would just want your shit. Right. So they're trying to like stun you and steal your shit. And so he's avoiding this stuff, and then he does like a running jump over this chasm to get away from them,
which was so cool.
Which is like, it's super cool. The animation on the jump looks super unpolished and weird.
It does like that. It does that. It's like he moves so far so quickly without
and like
any
his
kind of real
footing
movement.
never quite makes it where it's supposed to make it.
No,
and it's very like, it's very janky. I think the idea of it is really cool. I just think like the you know, you just need to tighten up the graphics on level 3 a little bit. There is what you need to do. But yeah, he makes this jump, and then there are these like red like flashing lights in the ground that indicate where their territory is. If you get past that territory, they won't follow you.
Yeah, you're good, which is weird to me.
Yeah, it is super weird,
like,
but it is what it is. I mean, it's like kind of like it's kind of like you're escaping from the police in GTA, I guess.
Right. But you're conveniently next to a charging station whenever you get across.
Yeah, and this is something different from the umbrella that repairs your stuff, but like your skeletons need recharging, and these towers will recharge your skeletons.
Yeah. Then we get to the fun part of this.
Yeah, the fun part, which quote fun. I've got some things to say about this boss. But yeah, so there's another jump cut. So how much? Another question is, how much time do we actually skip? Right. And you get to an abandoned city where Hideo says there are these things called chiral crystals that grow on the quote other side that can be collected when it rains and power things like they said they power your floating cargo and can even quote build highways, which is interesting.
Yeah. I like as you're walking, the rain turns black.
Yes,
which was metal as fuck.
Atmosphere is great.
It's so great. If the controller doesn't vibrate slightly when you get goosebumps, I'm going to be angry.
Yeah, it would definitely add to it. Like the screen gets really weird and this ominous noise plays, and that is Sam getting goosebumps when he senses BTs. And the pata pata, this is when we discover this thing is called the Odradek sensor, or the pata pata. It's flat. It starts flapping, and it's detecting BTs. And
Sam wouldn't be able to see the BTs, regardless if he didn't have BB.
I think the idea is that you can see that he can probably see them faintly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I'm not entirely sure, because they haven't really explained the whole connection thing. I think maybe BB is integrated into a suit, which feeds into the Pata Pata, and that's how the Pata Pata is able to detect the BTs.
Oh,
and so the Pata
sense.
Pata shifts and it expands and contracts and points in the direction that the BTs are, and that's how you're able to avoid them. But as a I guess as like a conceit of video games, like we can see them,
right?
So I think that's probably what it is. I might be wrong. Again, who fucking knows with this game. But yeah,
you can't. But we do know you can't see them while moving.
Right. Yeah, you have to stop and hold your breath. This is also when we figure out that like there are different kinds of BTs. So the wispy ones that we've seen that float around are called gazers, and they can't see you, but they sense sound. So you have to move slowly and hold your breath to get past them. But again, like Cole said, you can't see them when you're moving. So if you're still, they kind of appear in the sky and you can see them. But if you're moving, then they disappear.
And this is also where it gets really fucking weird.
Yes.
As far as combat.
Yes.
Because you can infuse your bola gun with your own blood.
Uh-huh.
And then by infusing the bola gun with your blood, you can then attack the BTs. Because there's something about Sam's blood that makes them what? Tangible, I suppose, I guess?
I guess my question here is like, why the fuck would you want to fuck with these guys? Why wouldn't you just sneak past them every time?
Yeah, like why? Like no, go away. Like there's nothing to gain from them.
Because there's like 5 of them, and they descend upon him so quickly. Because what the gazers do, the gazers don't mess with you. The gazers summon the hunters, and the hunters are the big ones with the orange footprints that drag you into like the goop, right?
Yep. And they bring you to a catcher.
A catcher, which is this big giant butthole faced tentacle dog.
Just a big fuck off dog.
Yeah, just a really big fuck off dog. Which Hideo says, mind you, this is not even the biggest or the most dangerous version of the catcher. Which, hooray!
Yeah, great. This giant eldritch horror staring me down is quote unquote weak.
Yes. I legitimately call this thing in my notes a giant BT butthole face tentacle dog before I had the context of what it actually was. I mean, because that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like. So it's the same kind of creature that you saw in one of the early trailers with
I think
Noah
the
North
trailer, yeah.
When you see the man with the golden mask. But it's made out of antimatter.
Antimatter, yeah. And if it eats you, you will void out and leave a crater that destroys this entire city that you were just in.
Yes.
And this city floods with like this black goop. I was like, is this the beach? Are we on the beach right now? But I think it's just like this thing summoning this like goop.
Yeah. Ocean. I didn't know if we were technically on the beach as well, because I mean nothing looks the same. Like like the buildings are gone.
Yeah, everything's just under this like goopy ocean of like black shit. Which I guess is antimatter? Like, is that what it is? Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna guess it is. But I'm not. It's they keep referring to it as tar.
Yeah. And like this is like the stuff like when it rains, like this. Like, I assume the rain is like this stuff, like the stuff that like Higgs and like like people are crying. It's probably this black stuff. So like yeah. That's what I'm assuming, at least. It's all.
I think it's all tied together as well. But you keep using your blood to fight this thing, as well as some other things. Mm-hmm.
So this is my beef with the thing with the battle. It's like, my question is, are there other like more creative ways to deal with this if you have to do it? Because what it seemed like to me was, I'm just gonna throw grenades at this thing until I run out of grenades, and then hopefully a player has some shit for me, right?
Right. Yeah.
Because this is very Dark Souls and Bloodborne in that, again, you run out of equipment, and you can summon another player who is online to help you, and this white like figure comes up, which is another player, and throws equipment and gives you like more grenades, and I think
They give you a gun of some kind,
yeah, and like cheers you on. And then after you throw enough grenades, and then there's like a gun, like you shoot him with a gun like a little bit, and the catcher evaporates into the sky, and all the tar drains, and then the city's back to the way it was.
Leaves you some chiral crystals as a reward.
Yeah, and so I'm curious as to is this just the lot? Like, okay, I brought 5 grenades with me, and now I have to deal with a catcher. Like, is that like
right? What
other ways are there to do bosses? Because if it's just doing this, that's going to get real old real fast.
Yeah. Well, you would think with like, because the environment around you is constantly shifting, that there would be something that you could use to your advantage there. Mm-hmm. Whether that be, finding a way to use a car as like, some kind of barrier in between you and the catcher, which he kind of does. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gets up on like these buildings during the battle. And like is elevated for a little bit, but then like the catcher will destroy the building, so he has to jump to the next building, and it's like this weird like cat and mouse game. Yeah. Like, can you set up traps for them? Like, what can you do? Yeah,
see, that would be cool. Like if they implemented kind of like a Monster Hunter element to these kind of fights, I'm gonna be all about it. Just because I love that kind of style of game where you against some giant kaiju looking thing.
Right. Which is just your wits and some like open area,
Yeah, pretty much. Or your wits and some grenades made out of whatever drains off of him in the shower and whatever is collected from the suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's all very there's a lot of like what ifs for me about like combat.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just like I think I'm so curious about combat because we've seen so little of it.
It's what we've seen the least of.
Yeah,
like I know that you're a delivery man. I want to know what like gameplay is.
How does this delivery man protect himself?
Mm-hmm. Can I yeet a suitcase at a catcher?
I hope so, because I'm gonna do it.
I'm a gonna. You can't stop me, Hideo. I'm gonna yeet a suitcase at a catcher. You can't fucking stop me.
The suitcase is full of weights, my guy. I'm taking this to a guy in Jersey right now.
Yeah, Fugazi, I'm gonna yeet a suitcase full of weights at the guy. I'm gonna yeet it at Cliff. My man Cliff over here, I'm gonna yeet a suitcase full of weights at Cliff. See over here? I'm gonna yeet a suitcase at Higgs. I don't give a shit. Fucking Amelie, you want this shit? I'll yeet a suitcase of weights at you, bitch. What do you want? Fuck. I'm walking here. I'm Christopher Walken here.
But you
after all this, Hideo is just like, this is the entire time he's just you might as well have just like put him on repeat. You're alone, but you're not alone. This is what Strand means. Do you get it? Huh? Do you get it? Strand game? Do you get it? Do you get it? And this poor girl who's with him is just like, yeah, I get it.
Of course. Yeah, for sure. Oh no. I mean, that's got to be that had to have been a rough interview.
It had to have been, and we'll talk about this a little bit. Like, well, no, we can just talk about it now. Like, he at the end, like, he apologizes to these people. He's like, "I'm sorry for making you stand for 49 minutes." And like, these people who are standing watching this, is like, we just stood for an hour to watch this shit.
It was Death Stranding over there. Yeah, that's right. It's the kind of quality content you guys can expect from now on.
Sometimes low hanging fruit is the best kind to pick.
Oh, it is. But it had to have just been miserable. I mean, he says it up front, Mm-hmm. I'm assuming these guys are not expecting an hour-long presentation. Maybe 30 minutes, at the most.
Yeah. Like, there are very few things that I'll stand for almost an hour for. Like, very few. Like, Shake Shack, maybe. A concert, probably.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't want to stand for an hour to watch 50 minutes of Death Stranding. You know what I mean?
No. I was literally lying in bed watching it, so...
yeah, same. It's the best place to do it.
It's the best place to do it.
It's probably where I'm going to play it too, which is also a great place to do that.
But no, I mean, just having to be as peppy as she was. I mean, she did a fantastic job.
Yeah, for sure.
Mean, at the very end, he was like, well, that's not a great response. I was like, you made them stand for an hour, Chief. Calm down. I mean, hell. And she's like, no, it was a great response. What are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, they clapped at all. You made them stand for an hour.
They were clapping because they didn't have to fucking stand anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. I swear, I do really enjoy Hideo Kojima's work. I really promise. Truly. I do.
I get, like, so here's my overall thing right now is that, like, I get the feeling that I'm going to, I mean, you know, pending disaster, I'm going to at least enjoy this game.
Yeah, but, no, for like, sure.
It's just so, like, there's a lot of what he's saying and doing about this game is so very high-minded and, like, very, like snooty a little bit, and you know, I don't really want to get into this whole like Twitter thing where he's like his Twitter he needs to fire his English translator for Twitter and get somebody else who actually can articulate what he's actually saying, because his English Twitter makes him sound like a dick, and I don't think it's actually what he is saying in Japanese.
No.
So, you know, I don't want to get into that whole thing. I think he's means well, I think, and it's getting blown out of proportion. But, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That doesn't stop the fact that he is actually saying some real weird kind of high-minded bullshit about this game and, like, himself, and it's just super weird.
Yeah. I mean, he's got... The thing about Hideo Kojima is that he has the kind of chops to kind of back that up. Like...
Yeah.
I mean, the guy...
He's good. The way the Discord, actually, we had a conversation with some people about this in the Discord a while back, and it was like, the thing about Hideo Kojima is that, like, even his worst thing is still, like, decent. Like, 5 isn't, like, the best game, but, like, I did have fun playing most of it, you know what I mean? Like, his worst is still good.
Yeah, his worst was still put up for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I mean...
That's... My only thing is that I just hope against hope that, like, it wasn't just Konami, like, with the fucking like leash holding him from fucking, like, flying off into the fucking stratosphere with his shit. Like, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he has, like, some form of restraint. I hope there are people at Kojima Productions that can, like, help him reel in his, like, ambition, because I think that I think his ambition is going to be what fucking kills him. Like, not literally, I hope, but
but what will inevitably cause the company a lot of problems down the road. Yeah, I know. I hear exactly what you're saying, and I agree. Just because this is such a big game. I mean, he's trying to do so much with this one game, and then couple that with the fact that he's already talking about a sequel for it, and couple that with the fact that he says he doesn't know what it's about.
Yeah.
That he doesn't completely understand it. It's like, I don't, man. And I feel like I'm writing
it, my guy. Like, you gotta.
I feel like I'm
gotta have some basic understanding of it, please.
I feel like I'm writing that last point a little hard. I'm sure, you know, I could probably have some flack for that, but at the same time, I want you. You are this famous director and game designer that I have, you know, thought very highly of for many years, you know, at least 2 decades now. Know what you're doing. You know, we trust your ambition, or at least I trust your ambition, but know what direction you want to go in.
Yeah, and you know, and a lot of it could just be Hideo being Hideo, right? Where he just kind of says a thing that's, like, very, like, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, a better way to phrase that would have been, like, if somebody comes up to me and, like, I'm creating something, or, like, I'll use Alessio as an example since he's not here to defend himself. Say, Are You All Right? We've talked about his movie Are You All Right? He filmed it and everything. Say, he is getting ready to release Are You All Right to the public, and somebody comes up to him and says, "Hey, what is this movie about?" And Alessio says, "I don't really know. I hope that you guys understand what it's about, and then you can tell me," you know. He would get so much shit for that, right? I would give him shit for that. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Immediately.
But a better way to phrase that would be like, I have my ideas and thoughts and dreams about what this game is about, or what this movie is about, or whatever. But I prefer to save those and let the player interpret what they think it's about, which is all of pop culture anyway. It's just, there's a more political way to say I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you have a subjective experience. Everyone has a subjective experience when it comes to the game. You know, you are going to experience it different than another player. So in a weird way, I can't say I have no idea what the game is about because I don't know what your game will be about. But there is an overarching like storyline here.
Yeah, and you know what? That's another great way to instill confidence in people, as opposed to saying, "Even I don't know." Like there's better ways, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I think maybe we're being like I'm not gonna we might be being a little bit obtuse about it because that's probably what he meant.
Sure.
But he just he needs to be more. He needs to be better at saying those things.
Yeah. He should know better at this point for just being in the industry for as long as he has been.
Being in the industry, being a developer who's been under such scrutiny for so long and is maybe under the most scrutiny of his career right now.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Because he needs, it's not that he needs a win, but a win would be just a huge hit to just one big middle finger to Konami.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So
I hope he gets.
I hope for the best for him and for this, but we'll see what happens. He just needs to either needs to stop talking and just let it speak for itself at this point, or he needs to be better at talking about it.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But
Sam, what does our boy do after he leaves this fight?
Oh man, he beats this chase where we get another big skip, and then we're in the mountains again, and you can take a bath. This isn't a fucking bath, Hideo. In a fucking weird, like, beyond murky hot spring. And he gets naked, still no dick, though, and gets in this hot spring with BB. And yeah. So you can take baths to, like, replenish your stamina, and these hot springs that are kind of scattered around the map have different effects. So this one actually recharges the batteries. And you can sing in the bath and to BB and make BB happy, and BB will, like, swim around in his little tank. And this is kind of where you find out. So he takes this bath, he has this effect, he gets out, and you can create signs to indicate to other players what a point of interest is. So this is another part of the strand system where this is a bath. Take a bath and this happens, and people can like the signs. And he sets off on his way, and he finds a bike laying around that was left by a player, and he gets on the bike, and there's another skip very quickly after the last one. And you're on the bike, and you're approaching this, like, weird looking bridge. And the way that they do this, so these are things like you can build it by yourself. You can build a giant bridge by yourself, but it takes a while, and there's construction that happens when you build the bridge. But other players can participate and make it go faster, and you can build safe houses this way too, you'll find out. And it's essentially the way that they credit it and get the like system is the person who did the most work on the project will get the credit for the build.
Right. Yeah. We also get another plug for Norman Reedus's new TV show.
Oh my God, which is so fucking weird.
As soon as he gets off the bike.
You mean to tell me that in this universe, Norman Reedus exists, and there is another man that is just Norman Reedus, who isn't Norman Reedus. Bullshit.
I don't see what's so hard to understand about that one. That one's everything else I have no idea about. But yeah, no, that makes sense for sure. Absolutely.
maybe Norman Reedus is actually Sam most of the time, except when he yells, and then he's Sam.
That's
maybe the one who's yelling is actually what Sam's voice is, but the rest of the time
that is not Norman Reedus.
I'm just saying. This is my idea. I called my shot about Higgs earlier. I'm calling my shot about this now. Fuck it.
Hideo does refer to him both as Norman and as Sam in this interview. Look at that.
Are you sure the only you is you? Just saying. Silent Hill's coming in.
Oh God.
But yeah, so you take the bike and you get to this like sign. Another person has left a sign saying that like you can't take the bike this way. Which like if I saw that sign and it says no bikes beyond this point, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna be like, fuck you, I'm taking my bike. So I
We'll
tried.
see.
And Hideo actually does mention that fact. Is like some people will try to take the bike and that's okay too. I was like, yeah, you're goddamn right. I'm taking my bike if I can.
Of course I'm gonna take the bike. I'm just gonna leave it here.
No, thanks. It was
thank you.
My kill. But yeah, so this like music starts playing and Sam crests this huge hill, and there's this large facility in the distance, which is Port Knot City. This is where you're going.
You're supposed to cry at this point, apparently.
Oh my god! Hideo says to walk carefully and take in the scenery as you quote choke back tears.
Yes. From both the drama and the scenery.
Yeah. And which admittedly the music and like the scenery is beautiful.
It's gorgeous, yeah.
It's beautiful. I don't know if it would make me choke back tears.
I don't know if it's tear jerking by any means, but
they also he also mentions like if you use the bike it would be a shame because you couldn't appreciate the moment, you might get there too fast.
No, I've been walking for 4 hours. Let me get there.
I will say the person controlling the camera during this segment needs to be fucking fired.
Oh my god, just
because they keep on whipping around.
Yeah, just all around, and I suppose just to give you the best view of the landscape as possible.
Yeah, I guess, but like fucking come, like show me where I'm going. I don't care.
Yeah.
If I want landscape, I live in the fucking Pacific Northwest. I'll look out a window. I'll see some landscape. Fuck you.
I'll just go look into the mountains real quick. We're fine.
Live in Appalachia. Like
yeah. It's beautiful down here.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, fuck you, Hideo Kojima. I live in a beautiful place. What about that?
Even like people who live in big cities can look out and see like some cool shit. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Alessio's got a park.
Yeah. Fuck you. Anyway. But yeah, so you get to the city and deliver your stuff. Apparently, you can't explore the whole city because porters are only allowed to enter the distribution center, which fuck you.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then when you deliver, you'll be scored on how long it took, if it got wet, if it was damaged, other factors, and you'll get like points based on like the quality.
Yeah.
And then he takes the elevator down to a safe house and gets a blood transfusion to quote replenish his blood levels, and he takes a nap. And then you also find out that the shower and the toilet are the same fucking pod, and that's real gross.
That is really weird.
He also, like I pee in the shower sometimes, but like poop in there too. No,
I'm good on that one. On that last part, no, I'm good. He also breaks the fourth wall at this point.
He does. Yes.
Yeah. Turns and gives you a quick little cheeky wink.
Mm-hmm. A little cheeky wink because he's gonna go take a shower, but then somebody interrupts his shower and he kicks the toilet and he's real mad. The demo ends. Still no dick though.
Still no dick.
Still no dick.
Hashtag free Norman's. Hashtag free Norman's dick. That's what we really need to get behind here.
Free Norman's dick. I'm into it. And yeah, so that was like the 50 minutes of gameplay. Mm-hmm. And then the next day at TGS, the Safe House trailer came out, which is 30 minutes, or about 30 to 40 minutes, of you in the safe house. So this is presumably like right after you finish this mission, you're now in the safe house. And the safe house is basically like a more interactive version of the fucking chopper, the aerial command center or whatever, the ACC, from Metal Gear Solid 5. And everything you can do in here is super bizarre.
It is really kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. And this is where we see our second ad for Ride with Norman Reedus, which is at one point he goes into the combination shower, bathroom, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC, and uses the bathroom. And while he's doing this, an ad for the show covers him. So again, still no dick, and his dick is being shielded by himself, which is so weird.
It is. I mean, it's just really weird. You can make can make fun faces at the mirror while you try on different hats and sunglasses. All sunglasses provided by JFRA, obviously.
JFRA. But you can kind of interact with all points of the bedroom. You can make Sam point and gesture. It's super weird. You can make him do emotes while he's sitting on the bed, so he can like stick his tongue out or wink or do all those things. If you try to look at his crotch too much, he'll get angry and he'll punch the camera and break it, and that scared the fuck out of me when it happened. What else?
Let's see. There's a data archive in here that have like a lot of documents and just kind of filler Easter egg type stuff that kind of fill you into the actual world.
Yes.
You can get your mail here as well. So you finally
you can chug a sixer for breakfast.
You can do that. You can stone cold a monster because he just throws it at the camera and then just slams it down.
Yep. You can fuck with BB and weird shit will happen. Like you'll have a fucking nightmare where BB fucking headbutts the pod until it breaks the pod open and comes after you. So that's cool.
That to me just confirms that they just put PT into this game, and you just have to fuck with BB enough to unlock it.
Yep. That's the BB is actually the Genio turkey baby from the sink in PT.
God, hold up.
This is a connection. This is a strand.
Wait a minute.
See.
What
else? You can do customization. You can customize your backpack to have like various tanks and pouches. I'm sure they have some kind of utility. And you can also customize the little chassis that hang from backpack and change its color up. You can customize your outfit. From what I could tell, it's just like your sunglasses and your hat and stuff like that. Which he's wearing a Bridges hat and he makes it really red. It's very MAGA looking. It's super weird.
It is very, very MAGA looking.
So yeah, it doesn't show if you can customize like your rig, like your loadout from the wall, but I can only imagine that you can, because you can also develop like weapons and other things from this like white wall where BB is.
Yeah. It looks, I don't know, I'm gonna assume so, because he's wearing that dream catcher that he attaches to his backpack.
Yeah.
He's wearing that, so I'm wondering if you can customize that as well, stuff for your backpack or for your packs and whatnot.
Yeah. There was a really weird product placement moment because at one point during this demo they cut to the stage and they show a table with like the hat and the sunglasses, and then instead of beer there's fucking Monster Energy drinks just chilling on the table, and it's super weird.
Right
it's a
there.
Monster San chilling on the table.
God.
What else? Let's see.
We see a weird much later, like later on, we see a scene from the view of BB that sees Higgs drinking some wine.
Oh, Cliff, yeah.
Yeah.
Cliff pours a glass of wine and starts talking to BB about something, and they don't really tell you what it is. This is in Japanese, and I can't understand it.
Nope.
So that's really weird.
That was weird.
I honestly think that Cliff might be the most intriguing part of this game for me so far.
He is the character that I'm most curious about.
Yeah, I just want to know what his whole deal is. Like, beyond everybody else, like, he's just so, like, mysterious. It's like, is he the, like, I almost feel like he might be the one that invented, like, BBs. Like, came up with that idea.
That is a very valid point. I mean,
which is why, like, this BB has, like, a memory. Maybe, like, this, or, like, maybe this BB is, like, Cliff's BB, and it's, like, been in service for, like, so long, and so there are problems with it or whatever, and that's why you're seeing these flashes.
Still has a connection to him somehow.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But, yeah. There's, like, a lot of customization. You can customize, like, voice prompts and emotes that you do, but it looks like it only seems like it's for the hologram that greets you at your safe house, so, you know, whatever.
So just kind of cool little way to personalize your own experience with the game.
Right. And so they didn't do a subtitle version of this video as far as I could tell. So I'm just
I couldn't find one.
You what?
I couldn't find one.
Yeah, I couldn't either. So this is all based on assumption. You do leave the safe house again. Sam pees, still no dick. You don't. So when you prepare and let loose, you don't have to entirely let loose. You can hold it and not empty your whole bladder, which is just like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
And then that weird pee-pee mushroom shows up again, and Hideo seemingly explains it, but I can't understand what he's saying. So
yeah. Fine.
And then there's like one last moment in this video where Sam finds another hot spring, and plants a sign to not pee in it, which is fucking hilarious, actually. And then when he's singing in the bath, the camera rotates, and there's a woman in there with him, which is really strange. And I would presume this is another player, but it doesn't really explain what exactly
it is. Maybe it's another hologram type situation going on.
Because, like, the players, when they appear in the world based on the battle with the catcher, are, like, white. And this was, like, an actual, like, flesh human. Yeah. And she and a female human, and she was singing with Sam when he was singing, too.
Right. I mean, once again, I'm thinking maybe possibly hologram of maybe a character that we haven't seen yet, or maybe a character that we have seen, just we weren't getting
the hot spring ghost.
Yeah, hot spring ghost.
Ghost of hot spring cast. She's what happens if you pee in the hot spring.
That's exactly. She just comes around and haunts you from that day on.
Mm-hmm. So that's the safe house trailer. Most of the stuff you can do in there is very bizarre. It's like it's basically like your ACC. There's like a whole like menu in there where you can customize your stuff and do your pre-mission things and develop weapons and materials and stuff like that. So this is your safe house, and it leads into this gameplay, and that's kind of it, I guess.
Kind of it. It was just kind of a little demo of just the kind of downtime of the game, it seemed like. Yeah.
Which I don't know how much I will actually spend doing, because you can like take your selfies in your mirror, and it's very weird, and I don't care, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll look around for a little bit, but as opposed to...
I think I'll spend the most of my time on the white wall customizing like equipment and stuff that matters, and then I'll spend the rest of my time in the menu on the other wall doing the map and stuff like that. That's the other thing, you could also, using that menu, you can customize the color of your room as well.
Yeah.
Which I guess.
Cool. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that just about does it. I feel like we've been pretty good about like articulating our like thoughts and feelings throughout the episode. But do you have like any final thoughts about like what you watched? The fucking like the fucking 2 hours worth of shit that you consumed for this episode.
I know I've criticized it quite a bit, but I am genuinely excited. It looks like a game. It looks like a completely new kind of game. Would
you say a new genre called a strand game, Cole?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a really good way to put it, Sam. You're actually, I would call it a strand game. That's, yeah, I would. But no, I'm very excited about it. It does look like a completely different kind of game. It has a lot of elements of games that I've loved. Adventure, stealth, kind of nerdy optimization. Max-minning certain type things. And I'm excited to learn more about these characters as we get closer to November 8th, hopefully.
I think that's the key to it, is like I'm concerned, but I'm also still excited about it. It's one of those things where I don't know if there's gonna be any middle ground with it. It's either gonna be like really good, or it's just gonna be bad.
I've done the bad thing of hyping myself up this entire time and not intentionally. It's just it just happened.
Exactly. I mean, and that's gonna happen sometimes. You can't really help it. But I'm trying to like measure and I think that might be why. Because I if you ask some of the people in the Discord, I may be taking like kind of like a hard line, like no, this game sucks take on it. That's not what I'm intending to do. I think a lot of it is just me trying to take everything as I see it and creating like a measured reaction to everything. Because if it isn't the best, like if I have this reaction, it's like, okay, well, yeah, I called this, but like if it's really great, then maybe I will have my mind blown, and that's kind of the best you can hope for.
Yeah.
So I'm I'm excited, but I'm concerned, and I think that's normal.
I think it's healthy. You should be. I mean,
yeah. I don't know. I just hope I hope that it's not like, I don't know. I've discussed this again with Alessio before, where it's just like, one of the reasons why I wasn't able to get into Red Dead was there was just so much walking and meandering in between things, and I just I just want to get to the thing and do the next thing.
There's no clear cut goal immediately happening.
Right, and so like I'm worried. It's just like the gameplay trailer was 49 minutes with jump cuts. How much of that, like, is it more like a couple of hours with jump cuts, and is most of that traversal? What how much of it is peppered with story and combat and BTs and things like that? Like how much of this is going to be exciting as opposed to just traversing? You know what I mean? Because
how much is it
traversing
just be a tedious movement?
Right. Yeah. Right. Because traversing in this game seems very cool. The gameplay itself seems cool. But like it's I can only do so much of like a particular thing until it stops being exciting to me. You know what I mean? Like a game like, I'll use Kingdom Hearts as an example. Like Kingdom Hearts, the combat, you can get different abilities and stuff like that, but the combat is very like same like throughout the game. The difference is it hits hard, it hits fast, and you're boom 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 to the next thing. You know what I mean? And so you don't get that tired of it. With this, it's just like, I'm gonna get tired of walking after a little bit, my dude. You gotta do something to like keep me hooked and engaged.
And what I'm hoping for is that those vehicles that they were talking about are more readily available than he was leading on.
Yes,
or that there's enough of a kind of incentive and nuance to using the tools, like the ropes, the ladders, and whatnot, to kind of traverse and to explore. Because if it's a game that requires you to literally walk across the United States, it's going to be a very, very long and tedious game.
Yeah, and the other thing that I will say, like to hopefully play not even devil's advocate, but like to hopefully speak some truth into the world, is that I don't think it's going to be like full on United States. Like it's going to be like The Crew. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, this is the United States, but it really takes like an hour to get to New York, to get to like Seattle from New York. Then you know what I mean? Like So probably like more like it's probably going to be more prolonged based on like what the game.
You're not going to be able to go visit your old hometown taken over by BTs.
Right, like it's not going to be like I won't be able to visit fucking Clayton, Ohio, during my traversal. Or maybe I will, and then that could be real bad or real good. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I'm just going to stay away from Florida, regardless of what I do. I'm not from there, but just
that motherfucker can stay disconnected as far as
that's going to stay on the beach. Florida, you're staying on the beach. I'm sorry.
Florida is the beach. I don't know if we have any listeners in Florida. All respect to our lovely listeners we have in Florida. You stay
absolutely.
You stay burnt. Move somewhere better.
I mean, we're always taking applications. Please feel free to come on north. We're okay with you.
Yep. I don't understand. I just don't understand. It's just like yeah, you're in Florida, but like fucking Georgia's right there, you know what I mean?
We'll say that they have Atlanta,
they have Atlanta. You know what I mean? Just take Disney World, pick it up, and move it to Atlanta.
Just push it
we don't
to
need
Atlanta
Florida anymore.
Yeah, let's say
don't need Florida anymore.
That would be the perfect place. That would literally.
Exactly.
I would be in Atlanta like every weekend.
Exactly. You were so close. You can make that drive real quick.
Easily.
I'm just saying, pick up Disney World, move it to Atlanta, and then we can like shift some tectonic plates, and then Florida can kind of just go float off in the ocean somewhere.
See ya.
And then it can sink, and then it can be like in 1,000 years from now, our ancestors will be like searching for the lost city of Florida and underneath the water, like we do for Atlantis, and that's really the best fate we can ask for Florida.
And then someone will make a kick-ass movie about Florida,
starring Michael J. Fox. Still,
exactly.
We found a way to preserve him all this time.
Oh,
Atlantis: The Lost Empire is an underrated movie.
It's a great
I'll
movie.
Fight anybody who says otherwise. It's
it is
such
a
good
fantastic movie.
Nobody thinks about Atlantis: The Lost Empire. It's a Disney movie and it's fucking great.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, watch it.
Watch it. Major recommendo. But yeah, that just about does it. Cole,
Yeah.
you did your first episode, full episode, like, of Metal Gear Mondays. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do more.
Here's to much, much more. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, I guess all that's left for us to do is to roll out that red carpet and talk about, our stuff that we do. So you can go to the website, metalgearmondays.com. That's where we upload literally everything. Links to all of our social media and everything is going to be there. If you hate web browsers for whatever reason, we'll give you other places you can go. One of the things you can do is you go to Patreon, which is you have to use a web browser for that, but or probably there's an app, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, there's an app.
Is there an app?
There is an app. Yep.
All right, Metal Gear Mondays on Patreon. That's the.
But I do think you have to get on a web browser to support us, though. Originally, sorry.
Well, www.patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays. You can support us on there. As little as $1 will get you access to our Discord where we talk about some fun stuff. We've got a lovely group of people in there, and that's the case. We do have several people who support us at $1 or more that are not on the Discord, which seems silly to me.
That is really odd.
Because, like, come and chat.
I mean, we got some fun. We got some fun people in there.
We have some fun.
We're mixing it up.
Yeah,
there's some memes. There's some memes getting dropped. There's discussions being having.
There's an entire channel where people post pictures of their pets. Like,
yeah, it's great.
What more do you fucking need, man? Check us out. And you're already giving us the money, so you might as well just do it.
I mean, come on.
You know what I mean?
Why is
my voice doing this? I don't know what I'm doing. What's wrong with me?
I love it. Keep it up.
Dr. Cole Duncan, can you help me solve my problem? You didn't know that? Cole's a doctor now. I just spoke that into the universe. So congratulations, Cole.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much.
But yeah, so little as $1 will get you into the Patreon. At $2, we also have a special extra podcast we do called the Patriot Club. With this whole transition with Alessio and everything, we're gonna try and figure out what's going on with that, because it has been a little bit since we've published an episode. But we're going to get that going again soon, and we will you'll be able to access that goodness. It's an entire other podcast where we talk about literally anything that isn't Metal Gear, and sometimes still talk about Metal Gear. So check it out if you are donating at that level or more. And there's other perks on there too. So check those out. Follow us on Twitter at Metal Gear Monday. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Metal Gear Mondays. Instagram, Metal Gear Mondays. We have a store where we sell shirts and other products, bit.ly/MGM store. And YouTube, Metal Gear Mondays on YouTube. We actually have a hyperlink because you guys are great, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So please check out. We upload everything. We upload all of our episodes on YouTube. If you prefer listening that way, it's with YouTube Premium. That's becoming, I guess, a new popular way for the kids to watch YouTube or listen to podcasts. So we do that. And we're gonna hopefully start uploading like our Let's Play stuff soon. So be prepared for that. And I think that is it. Cole, where can they find you on the internet?
Well, if you want to find me on the internet, you can go to Twitter at I am Cole Duncan, and then on Instagram at Subterranean Homesick Brews. It's just like the Bob Dylan song, only I don't have a great sense of humor, and so the only thing I can do is puns. Yeah,
which, like, it's still probably the best social media name I've heard in a very long time. So congratulations on that.
Thank you, buddy. Sam.
You're welcome. You can find me on Twitter at Sanjul. That's SANJUUL. Has nothing to do with the jewels. Stop asking me. Nobody's asked me. I don't know why I said that.
Is it like without jewel? Sans jewel?
Sans jewels.
Yeah, you have no jewels.
I don't know if I've ever told the story about that name on the podcast, and I feel like with this new era, maybe I should explain it.
Sure.
I have some friends back in Ohio named Seth and Chris, and they invented this language called Portuguese. Not Portuguese. Portuguese. Yeah, so it's basically just adding like J's and like weird dropping syllables and adding syllables and weird things to a lot of words. And Sanjel in Portuguese is Samuel, my name. And the first time I ever heard Portuguese, Seth's my friend Cheyenne, who is dating Seth, was telling me about Portuguese, and Seth just started speaking in Portuguese. And then one day he's talking and I'm dying laughing, and he looks at me and he goes, Sanjel or June, which is Samuel, what are you doing? And I just lost my fucking mind laughing at it. And I couldn't it's just like it I was laughing so hard it hurt to laugh. And I wish that I was better at speaking it, because I can't do it well. But right. I changed like my Twitter handle used to be Samwright DPS. And so was my Instagram and everything, and I changed all of my social media to be Sanjel.
It's a great tag.
It's so fucking. It's just like so ridiculous.
It's memorable, and it's you immediately catch it. Mm-hmm.
So it's just really funny. Actually, I'm going back home to Ohio in December for Christmas and New Year's, and I will hopefully be able to catch Seth and Chris speaking Portuguese. Although maybe not Chris. Once you get Chris speaking Portuguese, he does not stop speaking Portuguese, and it's the best, but it's also a curse. So, so yeah. So that's the origin of what Sanjel is. For those of you who do not know that story, as I don't think I've actually told that on the podcast before, which is because we've been doing this podcast for almost 4 years, and we have very undoubtedly repeated stories, but I'm pretty sure that is an untold podcast story. So. Proud.
Yeah, I actually don't think you have said anything on it.
All right. So episode 103, Origins.
In the bag.
And then also I recently, several weeks ago, started actually utilizing my YouTube channel. It's Sam Does a Thing, which I guess Jeremy Blaustein hates, but I'm sorry, Jeremy. I'm doing a thing. And
my boy does things.
And I do things. Like, it's not like I'm not just saying a thing. I'm doing various things, so it actually makes sense.
You're doing many things.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. Please forgive me. But it's called Sam Does a Thing. You can find it by searching, but there are other people that it brings up first because I don't have many subscribers. But you can go to bit.ly/Sam Does a Thing, and it'll take you to my page. You can subscribe, and again, much like the Metal Gear Mondays campaign, I am looking for 100 subscribers so I can actually set up a URL and solve this problem forever. So please check me out. I have videos up now where I tried Japanese snacks that were given to me by Alice Chang. I tried various types of animal jerkies, which were either good or bad or weird or in the middle. And then I also have a video where I tried the Cheez-It stuffed pizza from Pizza Hut, which was an experience. And I also took the Myers-Briggs personality test. There may be or probably will be other more videos as you're listening to this, I hope. But check it out and subscribe and smash that subscribe button and like and comment and share and whatever. I'd appreciate it. And of course, I'll drop a line from my boy. If you want to follow Alessio, he's going to be, he's gone but not forgotten and will be back at some point. You can follow him on Twitter at AC Summerfield. You can basically follow him everywhere at AC Summerfield, and his website, if you want to follow his work, is acsummerfield.com. So check that out. And I guess that's it. Cole, if you want to try this again, I promise I won't haze you that much. Do you want to
really afraid.
Send us off?
Sure. Do we want to
we had been trying a different sign off.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's just a baby, but yeah. I don't like it. So we're gonna go back to the old one.
We're just going back to the old one.
Yeah, we tried it for a couple episodes. I don't like it. We're going back. I don't
know which one's harder to do at this point.
Yes, it is. That's why we're going back to it.
Okay. Sam.
Hi, that's me.
So we're playing a game all about Sam Porter Bridges, right?
Uh-huh.
And so he's just, walking all across Kentucky, at least we know for sure.
Yeah, at the very least.
Throwing litter everywhere because I guess he just doesn't care.
Like a rapscallion, yeah.
Like a rapscallion that he is. But then at one point he has to get into a fight, and he's got to deck some poor boy with something. What's he gonna deck that poor boy with?
Oh man, like some the art of capoeira, dance fighting, perhaps.
That you would think it's that, but it's actually just a box.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Just a box.